Hey guys, Daniel here with Value Investing with Daniel. Thank you for tuning into this video. In this video, we're going to be discussing a good website that I use to help look and see what other great investors are buying. So it's a website called Dataroma, and you can go to dataroma.com to access it. It's free, so everything that's on it is completely free. And basically what it shows when we're on Dataroma is the different super investors. So for example, these different great investors who have proven time and again to be really good at investing money in stocks. And we can see also what the top 10 most owned stocks are by super investors, the top 10 by percentage, big bets. So some stocks make up huge percentages of these super investors' portfolios, and their most recent buys, which is what I really like to look at. So if we click on, for example, let's go by super investors, we can see, if we wanted to see, for example, what someone like Lilu was buying, who's considered a fantastic investor, or someone like Kerry Smith, or Warren Buffett, of course, we can see what they own, basically, and the number of stocks they own, and also the size of their portfolios. We can also go to activity, or we can go to Grand Portfolio, and we can look at, for example, the number of stocks by ownership. So for example, Alphabet is the most commonly owned stock among super investors, that followed by Microsoft, followed by Meta, Amazon, Visa, etc. We can also look at, for example, the quarter buys, so the most recent buy. So within the last quarter, Q4, we see that the most commonly bought stocks were Generac, Microsoft, and Amazon. And we can also look at the 52-week low. We can look at the most recent hold price. So this was the price that they most likely purchased the company at. And then we can also look at sort of what the current price is and compare the two. So if we say, well, they likely bought it, for example, like let's say Amazon. So we're saying they bought it on average at $110 per share, and right now it's $102 per share. That means we could buy it at an even better price than what they bought it at. We can look at, for example, the 6-month buys also. So in the last 6 months, the most commonly bought stock was Meta. You can see the average purchase price for it and the current price, and we can go down the list. So I really like looking, for example, at the quarter buys, and I can see what people are buying basically, and I can also obviously see what they're selling as well. So the most sold stock in the last quarter is Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab, Microsoft, and so on. So you can keep that in mind. This is a great website that you can access. You can also see real time, and it also gives you insider information. Not insider information, stocks that are being bought by insiders as well. The homepage gives you a good summary of different information. For example, 5% or greater holdings near their 52-week low, and super investor stocks with the most insider buys within the last 3 months. So those are some things to keep in mind. It's a great website and resource, and I encourage you to use it. You can see what other people are buying, and that can give you clues as to what you should be buying as well and having in your portfolio. So one great strategy, a very simple strategy that will beat the market more likely than not, is looking at what the most commonly held stocks are by these super investors on average, and mimicking them. So basically cloning, being a shameless cloner. You figure the most commonly owned stocks are Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Visa, Berkshire, Bank of America, MasterCard, Wells Fargo. Okay, those are the ones I'm going to buy. Okay. So you can do it from that perspective. You're just basically cloning, and you can also even clone the buys of your favorite investors. So you can use this to help help guide your strategy and help narrow down your universe into buying only the companies that the greatest investors in the world are buying, and that can help narrow down your universe into something a little bit more focused, and you're going to be sort of concentrated into those companies that the greatest investors on the planet are buying. So that's one strategy that you can use. If I don't necessarily recommend that you buy exactly what everyone else is buying, but it can help narrow down your universe, and that's really what I recommend. So you can take a look on Dataroma, look at the different companies. A good thing to do also is to look at the value size of their portfolio. So if they're dealing with smaller portfolios in the tens and hundreds of millions, they will be more similar in terms of what they can purchase to you, probably, compared to the ones who are managing billions and billions of dollars, since their universe is even smaller. So keep that in mind also. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Thanks.